So first they're traveling and looking for stuff. Then one of the groups like goes to somewhere with the tribal guys. I don't remember exactly how they run into the tribal guys. Do they run to the other guy first? I'm thinking of Star Trek again because I'm thinking of that part where like there's like this wall of slime stuff that gets, turns into like concrete. That has nothing to do with this movie. So they run into the tribal guys somehow, and they run into John C. Reilly. And he's like been living with these tribal guys since the 70s. So he's the guy from the beginning of the movie that was fighting the Japanese guy. Yeah, in World War II. Is that right? Okay. And so he lived somehow, and he's been on Kong Island since then. And now it's like the 70s, apparently. And so he introduced them to like all these like tribal people, the natives that live on the island, and they worship Kong as a god. So they show like all these like statues, and well, they're not statues actually, they're like drawings and stuff and carvings, and they talk about how like Kong is like the protector of the island and he's like a god and all this stuff, and how like Kong used to have a family but they're all dead now because of something monster thing. They killed everything. So anyway, they try to help Kong, and Kong is really pissed because the helicopters were shooting at him. And so he's like looking for these guys, even though they're like this big to him, he still wants to kill them. And so with the tribal guys, they go, something that one guy who like has the journal thing, I think it's that guy, he like is watching Kong bathe. Yeah, because Kong's like got a big wound and he's like washing himself in the river, and then like a giant octopus thing comes out and Kong like eats it like it's sushi, and then something happens, I don't remember, and then I think that they like, so John C. Reilly is like, oh man, I gotta get out of here and you guys gotta help me, and like the reporter chick who I keep forgetting exists is like, oh, we gotta leave. I don't know why I said that.
Oh my god, we gotta leave.
Yeah, so John C. Reilly's been there a really long time, so he's a little bit like off. And so they kind of know that, but he has like this thing that he's been building out of his like old plane, and it's like it was a boat, right? Okay. Okay, so it's a boat. He built a boat out of his plane, and miraculously somehow it still works and still has gasoline and stuff. And they go down the river with like the blessing of the natives, and like they're not supposed to hurt Kong or something. And now we're having that like internal dilemma where like this one character who I don't remember, and then the girl are like, we gotta save Kong, like Kong's really cool and he's like a god and he helps all these people on this island and protects them from these monsters that we don't even know what they are. And so and then they're traveling to where are they going? They're just trying to leave, right?
They're going to their rendezvous spot.
Right, okay, so they're going to the rendezvous spot, and I don't know what's happening with Samuel L. Jackson and his dudes. Like, they're like going somewhere together.
They get attacked by like the giant spider and everything. They're just trying to meet up with people.
There was a spider?
Yeah, remember the giant spider thing that looked like bamboo stalks? And then it was like, and then they're like, oh my god, and they shoot him like cut his legs off and stuff. You really don't remember that whole part?
Kinda. Okay, so anyway, something about spiders. They're traveling. Dude with the diary thing dies. He was the guy who's watching Kong bathe, and then they're all pissed off at John Goodman, and like already Samuel L. Jackson is like threatened to kill him, but he didn't. And then so they're walking through this thingy, and he has like a big camera with like a big flash thing on it, and he's like taking pictures of stuff, because I don't know why he's like documenting Kong Island. Do you think that the reporter chick would be taking pictures? But I see her taking a lot less pictures than he takes. Kind of strange. Anyway, so there's like holes in the earth because it's apparently the hollow earth theory, and there's like creatures underneath the ground that like come up and like just eat people. That's like what they do. I'm not really sure if they have any other purpose. I think that's it. I guess it's called, I always thought it was called Monster Island, but I guess that's actually Godzilla. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so Skull Island is, it's hollow or whatever, and the whole earth is hollow, just remember that. And anyway, so like there's this weird yellow gas that keeps coming out of the ground because they blew all those breaching charges. And after the poisonous gas comes out of the ground, John Goodman's like still taking pictures or something, and then he like takes a picture. I don't even know how it happened. Some kind of thing came out of the ground, like a lizard thing. And he goes to take a picture of it, and then it like eats him. I don't remember if there's any more context than that, but something like that. He got eaten because he was taking pictures. And then they're like running through like the skull. Oh shit. No, they're running through the ancestor skulls all together, and they're trying not to die because the lizard things have come out of the ground. And then I don't know. Someone somewhere says something about how there's a bigger one. That might be the tribal people later, but I don't remember. But anyway, so they hide, and then they like. Alright, well, something happens where they all end up at the lake and they're like trying to, well, okay, so they've already had some like touching moments with Kong and the reporter chick, and like Kong like held her in his hand for some reason. And I don't exactly remember how that happened. But anyway, so they're like best friends now. This little tiny chick who's like this big and Kong. I think it's like, is it like right after they have that touching moment where it's like on the little cliffside and like Kong is like looking at them and then he like wanders away because he sees like something? Or does the big creature come out of the ground, or is that later?
Well, because there was the whole thing with where there was one of the animals on the island that was like trapped under the helicopter, and then the chick was like trying to rescue him.
Yeah,
reporter.
I forgot about that.
And so that's like how her and Kong become like best friends and stuff.
Okay, well, I just thought that they touched hands and stuff, and he like picked her up.
You are thinking of Tarzan.
Oh, well, whatever. I don't remember because I don't think I've seen Tarzan in like 100 years. But anyway, was there like a Tarzan movie with like Brendan Fraser, or was that like different?
That was George of the Jungle.
Oh god, that was terrible. Okay.
No, that was awesome.
Anyway.